Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most brilliant sequences of deception in epic history. Think of it like the ancient world's most elaborate witness protection program, complete with a totally fake crime scene, very public mourning, and a daring secret escape.
So, let's kick things off by asking a seemingly impossible question. How exactly do you survive a perfect assassination? Well, as we're going to see, it's not just about escaping the fire itself, it's about escaping the aftermath. We're going to explore the massive information asymmetry between what the public sees in the ashes and the gritty, hidden reality of what actually happened. It's an absolute masterclass in illusion and survival.
Section 1. The Burnt House of Lac. We find ourselves in the smoldering ruins the morning after the blaze, where the townspeople of Varanavata rush to the scene and discover the king's counselor, Purochana, burnt to death in his very own trap.
Now, you might think the public would just see a tragic accident here, right? Nope. The citizens of Varanavata are incredibly sharp. They piece the political conspiracy together almost instantly. They correctly guess that the sinful Duryodhana orchestrated this whole thing, likely with King Dhritarashtra's full knowledge.
Believing their beloved princes are dead, the citizens are absolutely furious. They start loudly lamenting and pointing fingers right at the top of the establishment. They're actually accusing highly respected Kaurava elders, guys like Bhima, Drona, Vidura, and Kripa, of totally failing in their duty to protect the Pandavas. The public feels completely betrayed, entirely unaware of the secret machinations actually at play behind the scenes.
Section 2. Dhritarashtra's Royal Mourning, a masterclass in performative grief.
And this brings us to the gruesome linchpin of the entire deception. When investigators sift through the embers, they find exactly what they expect to find: 6 bodies. But, tragically, these bodies actually belong to an innocent Nishada woman and her 5 sons who perished in the blaze. Because this demographic perfectly matches the royal targets, a mother and 5 sons, the illusion of the Pandavas' death is quite literally sealed in bone and ash.
So when the news reaches King Dhritarashtra, he publicly breaks down weeping in great sorrow. And to really cement the spin, he spares absolutely no expense. He immediately dips into the royal wealth to mandate all the traditional water oblations and the sanctification of the bones for his deceased nephews and sister-in-law. Honestly, it is the ultimate political cover-up, perfectly disguised as a state funeral.
Surrounded by relatives, the entire court just wails in excessive sorrow. They're offering water oblations, literally crying out to the skies, "O Yudhishthira! O Bhima! O Kunti!" The sheer volume of this public mourning leaves absolutely zero room for the wider kingdom to doubt that the Pandavas are gone forever.
Section 3. The Hidden Truth. While the entire kingdom is consumed by loud mourning, a very different reality is quietly unfolding out of sight. The dramatic irony in this exact moment is just staggering. You have the citizens fully believing the Pandavas are dead. You have the king aggressively acting like they're dead. But the text explicitly notes something fascinating. While everyone else is sobbing, Vidura sheds very few tears. Why? Well, because he is the only one in that court who actually knows the truth. The Pandavas are alive. And Vidura isn't just sitting back and watching. He is actively managing this cover-up. While the townspeople are busy sifting through the ashes, a miner secretly sent by Vidura is on the ground doing damage control. Pretending to help clear out the debris, this miner carefully covers the underground escape hole with ash. He hides it so perfectly that the only physical evidence of their escape vanishes completely unnoticed. Section 4. Escape into the forest. Let's look at the grueling reality for the true survivors. 6. That is the true number of survivors out there in the wilderness. Endued with great strength, the 5 Pandava brothers and their mother, Kunti, have slipped right out of Varanavata. They are very much alive, but man, they are incredibly vulnerable.
Let's trace their movements, because this desperate journey unfolds at breakneck speed. On the very night of the fire, they scramble through that secret hole. Shortly after, with the help of strong boatmen and a favorable wind, they swiftly cross the Ganga River. In the dead of night, they're navigating southward, relying on starlight alone. And finally, exhausted, they reach a dense, unknown forest by early morning.
But you know, the forest offers zero safety, just total exhaustion. They're terribly thirsty, completely sleep-deprived, and still unsure if their assassin, Purochana, actually died or if he's actively hunting them down. In absolute despair, Yudhishthira turns to his exceptionally strong brother, Bhima, with this desperate plea for help, essentially begging him to carry them.
And Bhima answers the call. In an almost unimaginable display of physical power and familial devotion, the mighty Bhimasena literally hoists his mother and all 4 of his brothers onto his own body. He becomes this ultimate ancient transport, carrying the combined weight of his entire surviving family and sprinting with incredible speed deeper into the dangerous woods.
So, what exactly awaits the believed dead princes in the deep woods? Well, that wraps up our explanator for today. Back in the capital, an entire kingdom is mourning the ashes of 6 innocent people, totally convinced that a royal dynasty has ended. But out in the untamed wilderness, the real princes are sprinting into the absolute unknown. What new alliances, dangers, or destinies will find the hidden Pandavas in the dark? You'll just have to keep that question in mind as we explore the next chapters. Thanks for joining me, and remember, always question what lies beneath the ashes.